Good morning and welcome back to the Now Morning Show, where we're adding a little bit of sunshine to your day as we talk pan and pageantry. Joining me this morning via Zoom, we are heading to Miami for Miami Carnival, and part of that for at least the last decade or so has included the Miss Miami Broward Carnival, pageant itself. So speaking to us today is the founder thereof, Miss Yolanda Henry. Good morning, Miss Henry.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on this morning.
Welcome. We are excited because we know in the deprivation of Carnival, all things festival will be celebrated as long as it goes on track. So we are getting ready for this, the 14th year, is it, of the 14th. Miss Miami Carnival?
Yes, it is.
Right. So tell me what would have inspired the inception of this competition, particularly because pageantry has a rap for perhaps celebrating beauty standards that a lot of us just don't fit in with. What makes this pageant different?
Well, the reason that I started this pageant is because I wanted to promote our culture here in the Miami area. Nice. What I realized that a lot of my friends that had kids, and even myself that had kids, were not involved in the culture. They were more involved in the hip hop, the American music. They were not involved. They didn't like soca. They didn't want to be involved in the soca. And I thought it was a way to get kids from Caribbean parents and even American children who are born here from Caribbean parents involved in the culture. So we exposed them to the soca, we exposed them to the mass, we exposed them to the food, you know.
That sounds yummy. No, that means that the criteria or the categories may be a little different from other pageants. How exactly are the young ladies judged?
They are judged based on talent, carnival costume.
Oh, we're getting a little technical difficulty again. Can you repeat, please, in terms of the criteria? Oh boy. We have gotten a lot of trouble there. Not any little technical difficulty, but quite a bit. And in this case, this being the 14th year, it means that you guys can head to the Miami Broward Carnival page to find more information, including how to reserve your tickets, how to get ready to go there, because this usually happens as a precursor to the actual carnival in October. It's carded for September. Hopefully we get back onto Miss Yolanda Henry so we can get more information. But if we do not, we do know that this pageant has an age range between 14 to 15 years old. So, Miss Henry, are you back with us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you beautifully. I was getting back into that criteria because I do know you are, as you're mentioning, catering to an age group of as early as preteens all the way up to young adults, right?
No, we start from 5 years.
Oh, see, I was wrong. So how does that work? That means you have multiple queens.
Right. So we have 5 to 8, 9 to 12, 13 to 16, and 17 to 25. So we have 4 queens that represent all year. We have different functions that we attend to all year.
Right. Now, of course, we can't expect a young queen to build homes or do a lot of philanthropy. But what does the reign look like for that entire year for perhaps each of these young ladies?
Well, during the year, what happened, we are involved with Miramar, very involved with the Miramar and the commissioners. So during the year, they have a lot of events that take place here in the Miramar area that they have to attend. And that way they get to meet different people. They get to go out and showcase our culture. Recently, we just had, in June, we had Caribbean Heritage Day. Right. And we showcase our costumes. So there are a lot of people that come to these events and don't know anything about Carnival. So this is the way for us to showcase our culture all during the year.
I completely agree with you, because as much as we may celebrate a particular time of year in terms of the carnival season, you are right, it is our culture, and Caribbean culture is one that is to be celebrated all the time, man. I love it.
Exactly. And they love to see the carnival costumes, because a lot of people, they have no idea that we do a carnival after 37 years here in Florida, you know?
So we're putting things back on the map. Now, I know that in terms of the actual pageant, it takes place a little bit earlier than the Miami Carnival itself. So let's talk dates and actually being a part of it, because everything is virtual now, right?
Right. Well, our as of today, ours is not virtual. It's going to be a live show. Um, we're just watching to see what happens in the
Right.
next couple of weeks, and then we'll make another decision if we'll decide to go virtual. But normally the pageant is 2 weeks, actually 3 weeks before Miami Carnival. It's the pageant, Kiddies Carnival, and then the actual carnival itself.
Period.
This week, because of this week, we are going 4 weeks ahead of time because there was a little problem with the theater.
Fair.
So it's going to be on September 18th at the Miramar Cultural Center where we hold it every year.
I was trying to save the best for last in that the awardees or the winners of the pageant are actually being awarded scholarships usually. Is that still happening for this year's pageant?
This year, the 17 to 25-year-old will be awarded a scholarship, and
Beautiful.
then every other contestant, they get their crown, their sash, their trophies, and then whatever I beg for in the community. You know, I go out and I beg for dinners, I beg for cruises, I beg for jewelry. So, and we share it up among all the winners.
Miss Henry, we appreciate you, even in Trinidad, because as you said, it's about making sure that the Caribbean culture is exposed to the wider world. And you doing that out of the goodness of your heart for at least the last 14 years, we applaud you. Thank you so
Thank
very
you.
much. Now, if we
Thank
wanted to be a part of the pageant, that is, fingers crossed that it's still not going to be virtual, we can actually be there. How do we get tickets? How do we get ready to get into the thick of things?
Okay, so tickets are actually bought through Miramar Cultural Center through their box office. That's their the way how it's set up. Everything is through the Miramar Cultural office, and then you can reach us at Miss Miami Broward, carnival.org, or at my phone number, which is 786-356-0869. And I just want to say thanks to my sponsors. I have a couple sponsors in Trinidad, Carib being one of my
All right.
sponsors. Caribe is one of my sponsors. So I want to thank them. And then I have a good friend, Patrick Gordon Construction. He is another one of my sponsors. I think I froze.
Okay. Oh boy, we're hearing you. We are hearing you. Well, in that case, we're not anymore. But thank you very much for joining us this morning, Miss Yolanda Henry, the founder of the Miss Miami Broward Carnival competition. We are looking forward to hearing more from you and the entire Miami contingent in the lead up to that carnival. But until then, that's how I'm going to wrap up your arts and culture for now.